Subscribe to Emmanuel Tutorials and press the bell icon for notifications.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Emmanuel Tutorials. Today we'll be seeing a discrete time example with operations on time. This was asked as a doubt by a student in the comment section. So if you also have any doubts related to signals and systems or any other subject in electronics and telecommunication engineering, you could mention them in the comments and I'll try to upload a video explaining that. Also, if you have not subscribed to Manual Tutorials yet, please do subscribe for immediate notifications and press the bell icon next to it. Also, if you found this video useful, please do like it. The question is, you have this kind of a signal where they have given you an expression and you have to sketch the signal with again operations on time. So here you have to do two things. You have to first of all find the signal in the question by trying to sketch this, and then you have to find the resultant signal where you are having operations which are being performed. So first we'll try to find out the signal in the question. So for that, you can see that you have 6 minus n multiplied by u of n minus u of n minus 6. First we'll try to find out the signal in the bracket. Now you know what is u of n. U of n is a unit step signal and here it's a discrete kind of signal. So first we'll try to sketch that. U of n, amplitude is going to be constant at 0, 1, 2 and so on to 1. This is going to continue. Now next is u of n minus 6. U of n minus 6 is time shifted version of u of n, and what is being performed, advance or delay? It is delay because it's minus. Delay means you must move the signal to the right by how much ever t naught is given. Here it is 6. So we'll do that. U of n minus 6. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Why are we doing this? Because signal is going to get shifted to the right, so we might need to show many more points which are visible to the person who's reading it. So that's why we have drawn a bigger x-axis. Now what we're going to do is shift the signal. So signal at 0 is going to appear at 0 plus 6, which is 6. Signal at 1 will appear at 1 plus 6, which is 7. Signal at 2 will appear at 2 plus 6, which is 8, and so on. This is going to continue. This is u of n minus 6. Now what we have to do is subtract this signal from the original signal to get this bracket signal. What we'll do, subtract at each point, because before 0 there's no signal, so that is not going to make any difference. From 0 we have a signal, so we'll try to draw that. U of n minus u of n minus 6. At 0, the first signal's amplitude is 1. Second signal's amplitude is 0. So 1 minus 0 is 1. So the signal's amplitude is going to be 1. Resultant. At 1, the signal's amplitude is 1. First one again. Second one is 0. 1 minus 0 is 1. At 2, first signal's amplitude is 1. Second signal's amplitude is 1. 0. So it's going to be 1 minus 0. At 3, first signal's amplitude is 1. Second signal's amplitude is 0. So again 1 minus 0. Similarly at 4 and 5. It's going to be the same case. 1 and 1. At 6, there's a change. At 6, first signal's amplitude is 1. Second signal's amplitude is also 1. So what is going to happen? 1 minus 1 is 0. So there's no signal going to appear here. Similarly at 7, first signal's amplitude is 1. Second signal's amplitude is 1. So 1 minus 1 is again 0. This is going to continue, and then you can see that signal is not going to appear after 6 or from point 6. Only signal is going to appear from 0 to 5. So this is the resultant signal which we need in the brackets. Now we have to multiply this signal by 6 minus n. Now we'll try to find out what is 6 minus n. Now 6 minus n, what we'll do is just take it from maybe point of -2 -1, because anyways multiplying this signal by or this signal by any signal is going to give you a signal which is only between 0 and 5. So signals before and after that is not going to make a difference. Just for your understanding, I'm taking points at -2 and -1 as well. This is going to be n, n and n. This is 6 minus n. Now from the expression itself we come to know what is it, what is happening. What you're going to do is, you are going at each point of the signal, at each value of n, the signal is going to be 6 minus of n. So what is going to happen at -2, the signal's amplitude is going to be 6 minus -2, which is 8. So amplitude of signal at -2 is going to be 8. Can just extend this. So amplitude of signal is going to be 8. At -1, for the amplitude of the signal is going to be 6 minus -1, which is 7. This is also going to happen to the left hand side points, but we are not showing that because it's not going to make much of a difference. Also at 0, the signal is going to be 6 minus 0, which is 6. At 1, the signal is going to be 6 minus 1, which is 5. At 2, the signal is going to be 6 minus 2, which is 4. At 3, the signal is going to be 6 minus 3, which is 3. At 4, the signal is going to be 6 minus 4, which is 2. At 5, signal is going to be 6 minus 1, which is 1. 6 minus 5, which is 1. At 6, signal is going to be 6 minus 6, which is 0. At 7, signal is going to be 6 minus 7, which is -1. And this is going to go on this way. Now we need only signal between 0 to 5, because multiplying the signal or the first signal by any signal is going to give you a signal between 0 to 5, because rest all values are 0. So what we'll do is directly we'll multiply and find out what is the resultant question signal, which is x of n. So what is going to happen? You're just going to draw the same signal from 0 to 5. The rest signals will become null or 0, because it's going to get multiplied by 0. So at 0, the amplitude of the signal is 6 minus 0, which is 6. So we draw that. At 1, the amplitude of the signal is going to be 5. At 2, amplitude of the signal is going to be 4. 3, 4, 5. 3, 2, and 1. This is the resultant x of n. Now you have to find out the resultant signal where you sketch the shifted version as well as the time scale and these operations which are being performed. So let's find out first one, which is x of n plus 4. So this is time shifting, and again it's advanced because it's plus, and the time which you're going to shift is by 4. Now advance means you move the signal to the left, by whatever t naught is given. So the signal is going to appear at that signal minus 4. Now let's do that. Now we'll just move the y-axis a little to the right because the signal will start shifting to the left. So the signal at 0 will appear as 0 minus 4, which is minus 4, and the amplitude is going to be 6, 5, 6. The signal at 1 will appear 1 minus 4, which is minus 3, amplitude with amplitude 5. Signal at 2 will appear at 2 minus 4, which is minus 2, with amplitude 4. Signal at 3 will appear at 3 minus 4, which is minus 1, with amplitude 3. Signal at 4 will appear at 4 minus 4, which is 0, with amplitude 2. And signal at 5 will appear at 5 minus 4, which is 1, with amplitude 1. This is the first part. We have completed first one. Now let's do the second one. Here it has has multiple operations. So again we use precedence rule. First we'll do time shifting, then time scaling, and then time reversal. Your shifting is by minus 2. So this is delay. Delay means you move the signal to the right, and by how much? By 2. Let's do that. You're going to perform the operation on this signal because this is a question signal. Now because you're moving it to the right, we'll leave more space to the right, so we'll shift the axis to the left. What's going to happen? The signal at 0 will appear as 0 plus 2, which is 2. So the amplitude is going to be 6. Let's mark the points. The signal at 1 will appear 1 plus 2, which is 3. So at 3 the amplitude of the signal is going to be 5. At 4 amplitude of the signal is going to be 4. At 5 amplitude of the signal is going to be 3. At 6 amplitude of the signal is going to be 2. And at 7 amplitude of the signal is going to be 1. This is x of n minus 2. Now we have to do time scaling by 2. So time scaling by 2 means the signal is going to be compressed because you're doing multiplication. So we'll do that. Now this is a little different than continuous time signals because the signals at intermediate points between integers do not appear. So what is going to happen, we'll just see. The signal at 2 will appear at 2 divided by 2 because we are doing scaling by 2, right? So it's going to be appearing at 2 divided by 2, which is 1. So that point appears on our resultant signal. So we draw it with amplitude 6, 4, 5, 6. Signal at 3 should appear at 3 divided by 2, which is 1.5. But 1.5 doesn't appear on our discrete time axis. So that will be eliminated. Next, signal at 4 will appear at 4 divided by 2, which is 2. And amplitude of the signal will be 4. Signal at 5 will be appearing at 5 divided by 2, which is 2.5, which doesn't appear. again we eliminate it. Again 6 divided by 2 will appear at 3 with amplitude 2. Signal as 7 should appear at 7 divided by 2, which is 3.5, which again doesn't appear, so we don't show it in the resultant signal. So this will be our x of 2n plus 2. Now we remain with only one more operation, which is time reversal. Just mirror it around the y-axis. So again we move the axis to the center for easier visibility. Now we know our signal is going to appear at signal at 1 will appear at -1, signal at 2 will appear at -2, signal at 3 will appear at -3. Amplitude at 1 will be 6. So we just mark the points. At -2 will be 4. And -3 will be 2. This will be our answer for x of -2n plus 2. Hope you understood the way we have solved the problem. If you have any doubts related to this problem or any other question related to electronics and telecommunication engineering or computer science, you can mention them in the comments of any of our videos and I'll try to upload a video regarding that or solving it. If you found this video useful, do share it with your friends who are in need. Also do like the video and subscribe to Emmanuel Tutorials for more such useful videos. Thank you.
Subscribe to Emmanuel Tutorials and press the bell icon for notifications.